Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the matchup between the Denison Big Red men's soccer team and the Capital Crusaders. I am Duncan Moran, joined by Flax, bringing you this broadcast courtesy of the Denison Sports Network. The Big Red here are undefeated in the start of the season with a record of 5-0-1, the best start since the 2003 season where the team started 13-0. A very promising start. The Crusaders of Capital are also unbeaten with a record of 3-0-2. Capital coming off a 2-0 win against Defiance. Evan, what can we expect from the Crusaders tonight?
Well, the Crusaders are coming in having outscored their opponents 7-3. Their offense is led by number 32, Luke Bobst, who has 2 goals and an assist in 5 games this season. On the defensive end, Capital is led by junior Austin Dent and sophomore Josh Spall, who both played a full 90 minutes in a win against Mount Union. The Crusaders' goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber, has also been a big part to their early success.
The Big Red have also seen a surge of offense this past games with a 7-1 victory at Mount St. Joseph's a few weeks ago, and most recently a 4-1 victory over Mount Union. Senior Charlie Allen is the points leader for the Big Red with 5 goals and 1 assist, followed by senior Bob Casarona with 3 goals and 1 assist, and NCAC Player of the Week Quinn Miller with also 3 goals and 1 assist. Junior Mark Waterman is having a very important role in these goals by setting up 2 of them, as well as scoring 3 for himself. Look for Waterman and all NCAC honorable mention last season to have a very big role in this Big Red offense. Defensively, the senior twins Will and John Krentz anchor this back 4 by being big, strong bodies in the central of the field. The seniors have done extremely well at shutting down scoring threats from every opponent. Senior Matt Wagner has also done well in goal for the Big Red, as the Big Red have outscored opponents this season 21-4. Looking forward to a great matchup here at Barclay Thompson Field in beautiful Granville, Ohio. We'll be right back with the kickoff of the first half. You're listening to the Denison Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to kick off this first half. Evan, who are the starters for the Crusaders tonight?
In goal tonight for the Crusaders, number 1, Bob Weisgarber. Number 3, in the midfield, number 3, R.G. Flory. Another midfielder, number 4, Mario Suarez. A defender, number 5, Austin Dent. Another defender, number 7, Hunter Booth. Number 10, Jacob Pullman. Number 12, Bobby Atkin. Number 15, Nick Ely. Number 16, Chris Mirsalimi. Number 21, Tony Maciosi. And number 32, Luke Bobst.
Starting tonight for the Big Red, and in the goal, we have number 1, Matt Wagner. In the back, number 12, Ryan Fine. Number 10, Will Krentz. Number 16, John Krentz. And number 2, Jake Marsh. In the midfield, we have number 24, Charlie Allen. 22, Evan Porter. 6, Mark Waterman. And number 8, Bob Casarona. And number 9, Blake Miller. And up top for the Big Red, number 20, Quinn Miller. Getting ready to start this matchup between the Capital Crusaders and Denison University Big Red. Beautiful night here in Granville, Ohio, as we get set to start. Crusaders have the kick. Immediately play it back to their back 4 to set the tone of this game. Look for the Big Red here to set the tone early. Get a lot of attack. Try to settle down this game. Lots of possession. Try to control the ball and set the tone. As the Crusaders play the ball deep early and win a throw deep in Big Red territory. Looks like number 21, Tony Maciosi, will be taking this long throw in here for the Crusaders. Trying to get an early lead. As Porter heads the ball up. Ball's played down in the box, controlled, and cleared off the line by Charlie Allen. Early foul for the Big Red free kick.
Both the Crusaders are spacing out early. Long passes, trying to gain some possession, get some chances early.
Ball played back to Matt Wagner. Looks to boot it forward here. The head of Blake Miller trying to flick it on for Bob Casarona. Ball is cleared. Evan Porter wins the ball with his head. Unfortunately, right to the feet of the Crusader defender. Their leading scorer, number 32, Luke Bopes, who lost the ball there. Played quickly up to Charlie Allen on this right side. Quick 1-2, back to Allen's feet, driving up this right side. Charlie Allen is the leading goal scorer here for the Big Red with 5 goals and 1 assist. Ball played to Ryan Fine. Controls it onto his left foot, crosses the ball in back post. No one there for the Big Red.
A good aggressive ball into the middle plate, but nobody there to try and punch it in.
Porter's ball is intercepted. A quick counterattack here for the Crusaders. Stolen by Porter. Controlled out to Allen, down to Krentz, who boots the ball up the field to Quinn Miller. As we mentioned earlier, Quinn Miller is an All-NCAC Player of the Week with his performance this past week and all Big Red victories. The Big Red have won 5 straight games and have a record of 5-0-1, an unbeaten season so far. As the corner is one here to be taken by Waterman.
So far, an aggressive offensive play shown by the Big Red as they've pushed it right into the box a couple times, but have got nothing out of it.
Waterman's ball is cleared off the line. Ball's booted upfield. Looks to be out of bounds for a throw-in for the Big Red here. Ryan Fine plays the ball deep to the feet of no one. Looking for Bob Casarone on the far left side. Also, as we mentioned earlier, the Big Red have outscored their opponents 24-1 this season, or 21-4 this season. Excuse me. Really, after their first 0-0 tie, they've really turned up the offense, scoring 7 goals against Mount St. Joe's and 5 goals in another game.
So far, a lot of long balls played by both teams over the defense, trying to create some chances.
No real chances yet, Evan. As
nothing yet.
Both teams trying to get settled into this game. Good control here by the Crusaders as Quinn Miller pushes back to win the ball back. Ball cleared off by Will Krentz there, looking for Charlie Allen. These Krentz seniors in the middle of the defense for the Big Red have been real players for the defense here in front of Matt Wagner. They've really shut down the offense. As we said, only 4 goals have been scored against the Big Red this year. Those two a big part of that reason. Throw in here for the Crusaders.
So far this game, we can see why the Big Red defense have only let in 4 goals this season, as they've been very strong. Nothing really getting past the 18.
Another long throw taken by the Crusaders here by Tony Maciosi. Over the head of Evan Porter. Cleared off the line by John Krentz for a Crusader throw. Very direct approach taken by the Crusaders with that long throw. I'm looking to find someone in the box, maybe create a flick to get an opportunity. Well defended so far as that long shot goes over.
And a very aggressive chance by the Crusaders there. Taking a long shot from way outside the 18, hoping for a goal.
Number 12, Bobby Atkin with that shot. Unfortunately for him, it was always going high as Matt Wagner boots the ball up the field. Charlie Allen controls. As Mark Waterman's left foot plays Jake Marsh in. Cuts back. Looking for something, anything. Crosses it back post. Flicked over by Quinn Miller. Over the head. It's Blake Miller, his brother, does well to unfortunately win a goal kick for the Crusaders. Good little ball by Mark Waterman there.
Good effort there by the Big Red offense, but can't seem to finish on their early chances.
Booted upfield by the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber. Big Red have that swarming defense that starts in the midfield. That's why they win the ball back at the midline as Bob Casarona loses it there. Deflection lands to the feet of Mark Waterman. Crosses it in the back post, looking for the head of Blake Miller. It's clear off the line.
And a nice defensive play made by the Crusaders. Gets them back the ball.
Only to the head of John Krentz. Controlled by his brother Will now.
Big Red offense looking for some more chances. Keep moving the ball around and gaining possession.
So far, the Big Red have possessed the ball really well, as their game by Coach Rob Russo has taught them well and has served them well so far this season, being unbeaten. Good effort there by Blake Miller. Look for the feet of Charlie Allen on the flick, but too close to the goalie Bob Weisgarber as he controls. Boots the ball upfield. Ryan Fine settles it with his shoulder. Blake Miller with some fancy footwork there to control the ball and keep possession here for the Big Red to the feet of Will Krentz.
The Big Red offense seems to be doing a lot of the same every possession. A lot of 1-2 passes around the sides and long balls up through the center. Obviously, something like that has been working for them this season, as they've outscored their opponents by as much as they have.
The midfield for the Big Red, very, very strong. Number 6, Mark Waterman, the junior, as well as Blake Miller, the senior captain. And Charlie Allen, of course, the leading points leader for this Big Red team. Matt Wagner's looking for the head of Ryan Fine there. A little too much on it. John Krentz as well to keep the ball in on this near sideline. Quickly lost there as the Crusaders break up this left side. Nick Ely there looking for the ball in. Fortunately, Big Red clear. Only as far as number 3, R.G. Flory. Thrown here for the Big Red. Almost 10 minutes gone. No one really hit with an opportunity. Just that long shot over by the Crusaders. The Big Red have had some spells deep in enemy territory. Mario Suarez driving up the field there. Only had the ball taken away from him to the feet of Bob Casarona.
And the Big Red keep playing long balls down the sides. Hopefully they'll get a runner down the side that can play a ball into the middle. They can put one in the net.
Big Red does have good speed on the flanks. Charlie Allen, Bob Casarona, and the 2 outside defenders, Ryan Fine and Jake Marsh. They're very quick. You'll see them up the field a lot this game. Looking at anything in the box for the freshman Quinn Miller. John Krentz now fighting for possession. Very physical, the Krentz twins are. They usually always win the battles. Unfortunately, did not there. As Hunter Booth crosses the ball in. Matt Wagner punches out.
Good aggressive play by the goalkeeper on his last 2 plays, taking possession of the ball and regaining possession for the Big Red.
Matt Wagner's very aggressive in the box for the Big Red, flying around there, looking to get anything out, prevent all opportunities for a shot on goal against him. Will Krentz clears. Crusader throw.
Seems like one of the secrets to this Big Red defense is their aggressive style of play. They seem to put a lot of pressure on the offense to make them want to do something with the ball, as opposed to doing what they want with the ball. And they force mistakes.
Very, very aggressive team, this Big Red squad is. Always looking to work hard to get possession back when they lose it. Ball cleared up the field. Taken by the Crusaders deep in their territory. Their goalkeeper by Weisgarber.
Neither goalie seems to have truly been tested yet today in the match. A little bit more than 10 minutes into the game.
Good defense there by Waterman, tracking back from his forward position. Some chirping going on there. Number 5, Austin Dent there, awarded the yellow card for, looks to be talking at the referee. Crusader coach Alan Yost protesting that call. Fortunately, giving no love from the referee.
A lot of chirping going on from both sides of the ball. An interesting call there by the referee, but he made the call.
Deep ball in there by the goalkeeper Matt Wagner. Cleared off the line, only to the feet of Evan Porter. Finds Ryan Fine on the right side. Finds cross. Just over the head of Charlie Allen. To the feet of Jake Marsh, who slips, gets up. Finds out with the left-footed shot. Saved by Bob Weisgarber.
And another good effort by the Denison Big Red offense. Another good chance.
Hard to score there from that angle. Allen, that left foot.
Tough angle.
Goalkeeper had that all the way. Another good opportunity, though. Big Red knocking on the door. 30 minutes gone in this game. The Crusaders with the shot off the field. Break and goal. Nick Ely there. The quick break caught the Big Red off guard. The ball played in deep, over the head. Looked to be John Krentz. The feet of Nick Ely. And quick touch and shot and goal. Too much for Matt Wagner and handle.
Capital goal number 15, Nick
The
Ely.
long ball over the head of the defense play seems to have worked first for the Crusaders, as both teams have been using it.
Big Red here will be disappointed with that one. Looked to be caught sleeping out there. The quick come around goal. His offside is called here. Coach Rob Russo won't be happy with his team there.
The Big Red will hope to catch the Crusaders flat-footed after a goal and pull one up themselves.
Good ball into Blake Miller, deep in territory, finds his brother Quinn. Go with the left-footed shot. Save is deflected in front. The follow-up shot by Jake Marsh deflected over.
A great effort by the Big Red offense as they finally put some pressure on the Crusaders goalie.
Great ball in by Ryan Fine to find the feet of Blake Miller, who looked to find his brother, whose left-footed shot was saved very nicely by the goalie Bob Weisgarber, but he did drop it and made a good comeback save to stop the follow-up shot by Jake Marsh. Another great opportunity here for the Big Red, looking to come back from that unfortunate first early goal by the Capital Crusaders.
Seeing a save like that leaves no doubt to why he already has 2 shutouts this season in their 3 wins.
Big Red throw right here, looking to be taken quickly by Ryan Fine. Denison looking to get their game back, play some possession. Ryan Fine's ball, plays Charlie Allen in, plays the ball across. No one there for the Big Red. Ryan Fine fighting for the ball, deep in Crusader territory, and wins it. Do some fancy footwork with the cross, deflected, and settled down. As Fine's ball gets cleared off. Only to Evan Porter. Porter looking to control possession. Will Krentz. Looks for the feet of Quinn Miller. Pass to Charlie Allen. Gets cleared off the line for a Big Red throw. Big Red continue to knock on the door here. A lot of early pressure, deep in Crusader territory.
The Big Red keep creating chances for themselves, putting it in the box and putting it on net. One of these has to go in.
Good hustle there by Charlie Allen to win the ball back. Finds Mark Waterman. Waterman driving up. He's right footed ball across the box. And Quinn Miller scores! What a goal there by Quinn Miller. All credit has to go to Mark Waterman. He did very well to control the ball, play the ball across to find the willing foot of Quinn Miller, who gladly puts it in the back of the net to tie this game up.
And a great offensive play by the Big Red offense. Finally putting one of those shots into the net.
For the Big Red, it wasn't a question of if, it was just a question of when. With 28 minutes left in this game, they finally got their equalizing goal. Score tied, Capital Crusaders 1, Denison Big Red 1.
The movement of the ball around the box. Finally.
A deep ball in there, catches Matt Wagner deep off his box. Another quick comeback goal. Looked to be number 15, Nick Ely again. Matt Wagner's way off his line there, trying to clear the ball out. The Crusader attacker was there quicker. Deflected ball goes to the feet of Nick Ely, who puts it in the open back of the net with no one there.
And the Big Red defense is just caught flat-footed. After a tying goal, defense fell back a little bit and the Crusaders took advantage.
Looks like the goalkeeper, number 1, Matt Wagner, was awarded a yellow card for his physical play. Tough break in there for the Big Red. Got sleeping once again on that long ball from deep from the Crusaders defense. That was a very quick turnaround goal. Here's Bob Casarano being played in.
Capital's goal number 15, Nick Ely.
It's Ely's second goal of the game. Both on deep long balls from the back four of the Crusaders team. Big Red defense, who has been unusually well this year, only allowing 4 goals in 6 games, have let up 2 in the first 20 minutes of this game. Inside the first 20 minutes. Bob Casarano plays the ball across. Unfortunately, no one there and cleared off. Controlled here by R.G. Flory. Played up to Nick Ely, who's caught offside.
That's his second one of the game.
So 16-25, that was the same time as the goal.
But his aggressive style of play is paying off.
And that goal was at 16:02.
Good vision by the Crusader back four to find the open players upfield. Led to both the goals. Very aggressive balls forward. Usually the Krentz brothers have been, and the Big Red back four have been more awake than this. Look for them to turn it around. As Quinn Miller controls the ball. Plays outside to Ryan Fine, who crosses the ball in. Looking for the feet of Blake Miller. Just cleared off the line.
For the first 10 minutes, the Big Red had no problem beating the Crusaders to any ball, but it seems in the past 5 or so minutes, the Crusaders have just completely turned the tables, beating them to every single ball and moving at just a faster pace.
Fancy feet there by Jake Marsh, and the shot goes wide to the right. Good opportunity there for the Big Red.
Big Red offense still creating chances, still playing an aggressive style of play, trying to get that second tying goal.
Booted upfield by the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber. It seems like the early parts of this game, first 20 minutes, the Big Red have controlled most of the ball. Unfortunately, just caught on the counterattack 2 times, very similar plays. Lead to their 1-goal deficit right now.
Both teams having no trouble using the entire field, spacing out. Long passes, short passes, creating chances. Both teams doing it all right now.
Nick Ely had one previous goal so far this year. Now he's tripled that with 2 more this game. Early on in this game, he'll be looking for his hat trick.
He is now moved into the lead for goals for their team.
We hope you are enjoying this broadcast so far. Once again, you're listening to the Denison Sports Network. I'm Duncan Moran, joined by Flax. If you are having any problems at all with our new HD broadcast, we invite you to watch our standard stream because it takes a very, very high-speed internet connection to connect the HD. Unfortunately here, you are witnessing a Big Red effort which has left them one goal down so far. It is early, however. They'll be looking to equalize very quickly as the fans start to pile in here at Barclay Thompson Field.
And the Big Red still passing back and forth, trying to create a chance for that tying goal.
Number 19, Josh Spall, looks to be awaiting his first appearance in this game for the Capital Crusaders. Charlie Allen controls here on this near sideline. Bobcats Rona steals the ball. It was held up. It looked to be a card will be given here. I don't know why the ref stopped that play because it was a scoring opportunity.
Seemed like a clean chance at the goal. Oh, a great play by the Big Red forward.
Tony Maciosi now get awarded a yellow card for pulling the shirt of Bob Casarona. Mark Waterman looked to be stepping over this free kick along with Bob Casarona, that left foot of his. Free kick very, very close to the goal box. That was almost a penalty kick. Last game played, Mark Waterman did have a free kick goal and similar opportunity here.
2, I believe.
2 free kicks. Look for him to be taking this one. Magical right foot of his.
See if he could put one in and tie this game up.
He's going to try to get it up and down over this wall. Be tough from this position. Right foot shot, and it's in! Another one. Mark Waterman's 3rd free kick goal in his last 2 games as he celebrates deep in the corner. Great goal there by the midfielder Mark Waterman.
A great shot to the left side of the wall. Goalie had no idea what to do, and he tied it up.
It's his 3rd goal of this season with a beautiful right-footed free kick for this Big Red equalizer. The score now, 23 minutes left in the first half. Denison 2, Capital 2.
And like you said before, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when.
Great play by Bob Casarona to win the free kick deep in the territory. I see he got a free break. Awarded a foul. Led to the free kick. Mark Waterman, very, very good foot skills. Very good with the ball at his feet. And a very good free kick taker. Good effort there by Quinn Miller. Unfortunately, ball goes out of bounds.
Right now, the Big Reds' focus should be staying strong on the defensive end after scoring a goal. Staying aggressive. Not like last time when they scored and were caught flat-footed right afterwards and gave up the leading goal. That was.
After the goal, number 19, Josh Spall, came in for number 21, Tony Maciosi, for Capital. Spall making his first appearance in this game today. Blake Miller now looking to wins a free kick.
Spall is a sophomore, starting to play all 90 minutes in their last game against Mount Union. Hoping for some fresh legs out of him on the defensive end. Long ball played over the top. Goes out of bounds on the far end.
Bobcats around looking for that back post ball. Fortunately, just a little too much muster on that one. Well, there's a little break in the game. Tim McCarthy of the Capital Crusaders, number 8. His brother of Denison assistant coach, Stephen McCarthy. Both of them played at Capital, along with their other brother, Danny McCarthy. All three brothers played for Capital. Then Danny McCarthy played with both brothers at different times. And now Stephen McCarthy has joined this Big Red soccer coaching staff. Interesting little tidbit there, if I say so myself. Evan Porter with the long ball down the left side. Charlie Allen wins it and goes out for a Big Red corner kick. Another big opportunity here for the Big Red, as they are very, very good from set pieces.
Big Red trying to put in a goal here, bringing in their taller defenders, trying to look for something into the back of the net.
Waterman's ball played in deep to the feet of John Krentz. Plays it to Bob Casarona. The ball is cleared and won by Ryan Fine, who controls it. His ball is just a little too long. For a Capital throw-in. 20 minutes left to play here in this game. Score is Denison 2, Capital 2. As John Krentz's ball goes out of play for another Capital throw.
A tough play on the defensive side there, as one of the Crusader forwards was sliding in as he was trying to play it up the field.
Quinn Miller tries to settle it. Fortunately, right through his legs. Ball's played back to their goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber.
And the Crusaders stay with their pass and dump style of play as they throw it down the field.
Scrum going on in the Big Red box is eventually cleared.
Very physical play by the Crusader defense all night. They were already called for it once, led to the tying goal.
Waterman up the left side now on a break. For Charlie Allen on this backside. The good ball is cleared off for Big Red corner kick.
A good ball played on the last corner.
Casarano taking the corner here, looking to whip in them with that left foot of his. It's like number 2, Jake Marsh, be taking a quick break. Number 3, Corey Ricketts, in for the Big Red. As the corner kick played to Evan Porter. His header is off the crossbar. Good ball there by Casarona, who wins it back. Left foot across is deflected. There's Capital break from deep from their own territory. Bob Casarona's ball is stolen, controlled by the Crusaders. Played outside the Hunter booth. Driving up this right side for Capital. Another great opportunity there for the Big Red to take the lead. The headers from Evan Porter, unfortunately, hit off the crossbar.
A good effort by the Big Red. A nice ball played in, but just wasn't able to be punched into the back of the net. The Big Reds seem to be very sound on their place kicks from the field and from the corner.
Coach Rob Russo does a great job on their corner kicks. And of course, the brilliance of Bob Casarona and Mark Waterman taking the free kicks.
Very strong foots on both sides of the goal.
The flick from Quinn Miller. Plays Charlie Allen in deep. Holds it in this near side corner. Trying to make anything happen. Gets the cross off. It's cleared off the line. Falls to the feet of John Krentz, number 16. Not to be confused with his brother and twin, Will Krentz, number 10. Playing to his left. Quinn with the fancy black back heel. Good idea there. Tried to be fancy there by Quinn Miller. Unfortunately, didn't pay off as the Big Red shot deflected out for a goal kick.
A good effort and very good offensive press there. Trying to score. Trying to take the lead. But just some tough defense by the Crusaders. One thing the Big Red offense do have over the Crusaders' defense is speed. The forwards for the Big Reds seem to just outrun the defenders to every single ball.
The Big Red team is very well conditioned. As Coach Rob Russo does a very great job getting them in soccer shape. It's Ryan Fine defending now. Number 8, Tim McCarthy, who gets his left-footed cross in. It's cleared off by Waterman. Crusaders whiffed on that shot, and now Waterman's on the break. Plays it back to Casarona. Back to Waterman. Pass was a little too much for him to handle. But he's lost it, and the ball goes back to the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber.
The Big Red have done a good job of not straying away from their pass play, keeping their spacing, and making good passes, short and long, to try and create some chances.
The skillful players of Blake Miller, Mark Waterman, Bob Casarona, very well midfield. The well-oiled machine play very well together. There's Charlie Allen with the left-footed shot, just tipped wide by Bob Weisgarber. Charlie Allen, great movement there to get open. Another great opportunity there.
Another great ball played into the middle to give the Big Red another good shot to the goal. But they'll have a corner kick here. And hopefully another good ball into the middle that they can put into the net.
Casarona here taking the corner for the Big Red. Big Red are leading the shot battle here. Seven shots on target. 5 on target, excuse me. 7 shots total. And both of the Capital shots have been goals. The referee having a little chat with the Crusaders now.
Not the first time tonight. The ref has had to have a chat with a few of the Crusaders. Seems to be a lot of chirping.
Both teams are unbeaten, looking to do anything to keep that streak going. As the corner's played in, fisted out by the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber. Only to the feet of Mark Waterman, who does well to control it. To find the head of Bob Casarona. Ball's given away. The break of the goal scorer, Nick Ely. Strong right-footed shot, always high and wide. Ely's looking desperately for that hat trick. He'll do anything to get it.
A good aggressive chance, but not even close to the goal.
Looks like subs for both teams here. It's Tim Research coming in for the Capital Crusaders, replacing number 32, Luke Bobs. And number 15, Kennedy Komar, is making an appearance for number 24, Charlie Allen. Charlie has done very well so far, most recently getting that opportunity on goal. The ball's given away here. To the feet of Nick Ely. Quick 1-2. Back to Ely. Controls on the left side. Tries to get a cross in.
Ely has had no trouble today getting himself open and getting himself chances past this Big Red defense.
Very good movement from Ely to get open and get those 2 goals early on. Dangerous on this left side for Capital. Casarano controls. Plays outside to Waterman. Waterman to Komar. Just a little too much for Waterman to handle as he kicks it out of bounds.
A tough 1-2 pass. Can't get anything going for the Big Red there. A new face, some fresh legs out there for the Big Red. Trying to get that 3rd goal, take the lead.
Kennedy Komar, the freshman, has had 2 assists on the season. He's out of Louisville, Kentucky. Very good player in this freshman class. Headed, of course, by number 20, Quinn Miller, who we mentioned earlier is the NCAC Player of the Week for his play. As Capital breaks up the field here. Little fancy feet there, only to be flicked out by Blake Miller. Looking for Komar. Pass is deflected and won back by Mario Suarez.
The Crusaders are slowing play down a little bit here, trying to regroup, trying to get some spacing.
Driving up the field. Great tackle there by Quinn Miller, the senior.
Great job defensively.
Or Blake Miller, I'm sorry. Him and Quinn are brothers. Blake, of course, coming off that season-ending injury last season. Glad to have him back this year. He's a very, very good player for this Big Red offense. Booted upfield by the goalkeeper, Matt Wagner. Corey Ricketts there, controlling. Plays out wide to Ryan Fine. Great touch there by Fine. Looking for Komar on the left side, or right side, I'm sorry. Deflect the ball, falls to the feet of Ryan Fine. Controls it, looking for the ball deep. Deflected out for a Big Red throw-in. 10 minutes left here in this game. The first half of this game, excuse me. The score is Denison 2, Capital 2. It's Bob Casarano and makes his way off the field. For number 17, Mike Bunderund.
Checking in for Big Red, number 17, Mike Bunderund.
Bunderund is a freshman out of Rosemont, Minnesota.
A nice ball played in, but nobody there to receive it.
It's the sophomore Ryan Fine with the ball in there. Kennedy Komar deflects the ball out for a Capital goal kick. Entertaining game so far. Lots of action, lots of shots, and of course, lots of goals.
Lots of physical play on both ends.
The goal kick won by Blake Miller. Fighting for the ball now. Ball makes his way back to the Capital goalkeeper, Wise Garber.
And no surprise there, he plays a long ball down the field. Most likely trying to find Ely for his 3rd goal.
Big Red applying a lot of pressure here, using their conditioned bodies well. Foul there by number 9, Tim Reeser, on Ryan Fine. Awards him a yellow card. It's the 3rd yellow card for Capital. The Big Red only have 1 in a very, very physical game so far. The closing minutes of the first half.
Big Red looking for a good ball into the middle, something they can make a move with, try and put another goal into the net.
Porter drives the ball in deep. Look for head of Quinn Miller. Cleared off. Settled by Capital. Ball falls to the feet of Ryan Fine now.
Some good communication there by the Big Red defense to settle that ball and play it back up into the offensive third.
Being played around deep in Capital territory here. Cleared off to the field of Evan Porter. To Bunderund, to Waterman. Waterman looking to play Quinn Miller, just a little too far out of his reach to the feet of Bob Weisgarber. Great movement there by Blake Miller, the senior. Ball headed back by Porter to the goalkeeper Wagner. Played up the field quickly to Mike Bunderund.
Good job by the goalkeeper to come get that ball. A tough play and a tough ball.
The Big Red pressing hard and fast to get this ball back as soon as they can, play their game. Physical battle there is won by number 10, Will Krentz.
Some shoving and physicality going on from both sides. No call from the referee.
Ricketts to Blake Miller. Outside to Bob Casserone, who does well to win it. I'm sorry, that was Will Krentz. Looking for Quinn Miller inside. Ball just a little too far to the hands of Weisgarber. Played outside the right side of this Capital defense.
A lot of slow play back and forth by the Capital defense, trying to let the offense space out. Hopefully to play a long ball, I assume, as they have done all night.
Looks like number 2, Colton Phillips, number 28, Conrad Zengel, looking to make their appearance in this game for the Capital Crusaders in the closing moments of this first half. Looks like number 7, Jamie Wagner, is making his way onto the field for the Big Red. Jamie Wagner, of course, coming back off his season-ending injury. He's coming onto the field for number 20, Quinn Miller. As number 15, Nick Ely, the goal scorers. And number 16, Chris Salime, make their way off the field for the Capital. Jamie Wagner, 2 goals on this year. And 1 assist in his senior season.
Now for the Big Red, number 7, Jamie Wagner. And in for the Crusaders, number 2, Colton Phillips.
These last 5 minutes here are very important for both teams, looking to get some momentum to lead their way into the second half. Looking to maybe get a quick goal to go into halftime with some confidence. Ball's given away by Kennedy Komar there. Jamie Wagner puts pressure on the goalkeeper, who does well to clear it off his line.
Some nice fresh legs out there on the front line for the Big Red offense as they hope to get this leading goal here in the last 4.5 minutes of play of the first half.
Wagner does well to pressure to win the ball away to the feet of Kennedy Komar. Now to Waterman. Waterman's cross, cleared off the line to the feet of Ryan Fine, who's well to control it. Right foot across, right to the hands of the goalkeeper, Weisgarber. Another dangerous opportunity there for the Big Red. Look for any sort of momentum to take them into halftime.
Big Red just seem to have not enough guys in the middle of the box. And the Crusaders just have too many defenders to get any of those crosses into the net.
Ball played over the head of number 12, Ryan Fine. After a Crusader throw. Good pressing there by the Big Red defense to win the ball back and get a throw in for themselves. Wagner controls it back to Fine. Komar, look for the nutmeg. Unfortunately lost the ball. John Krentz doing well to prevent anything from really happening for the Crusaders ever since their second goal. Defense has really settled into their game, not allowing any real opportunities since the goals. The goals, of course, coming off counterattack opportunities, both scored by number 15, Nick Ely.
One thing really helping this Denison defense is the resurgence of the Denison offense, creating more and more chances as the first half has moved on, really giving the Crusaders offense no real shot at anything.
Jamie Wagner, good pressure there. Ball's cleared off the line by the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber. Closing in on 2 minutes here in the first half. The score is Denison 2, Capital 2, as Kennedy Comar drives up the field. Loses the ball there. Looked to be a foul. Might have been a bit of an embellishment there. Controlled by Waterman. Plays Ryan Fine in his right-hand corner. Fine is knocked off the ball and wins the free kick here for the Big Red. This final moments of the first half.
A huge spot here for the Big Red. They've been very good off free kicks and corner kicks with their balls. Hopefully they can punch one into the net here, take the lead going into the second half.
Big opportunity as Jamie Wagner stands over this ball. Looking to drive on in with his left foot. Wagner ball comes in. Low ball. Cleared off the line easily. Kennedy Comar settles it. Jamie Wagner tries to win it back, and he does. Mark Waterman's long shot. Skips into the hands of the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber. 1 minute left here in the first half of this matchup between Denison and Capital.
A good effort there by Waterman. That's his spot as he's put in free kicks from outside the 18. 3 of them this year.
The foul there on Kennedy Comar. It's a free kick. Looks to be the last opportunity, possibly in this first half, with 40 seconds left. Capital trying to go into halftime with some momentum here. Ball is driven in by Austin Dent. Flicked on to the willing hands of Matt Wagner. 20 seconds left.
Good aggressive play by the goalie there to step up and grab that ball, giving the Crusaders forwards no shot to put that in.
Ball's booted up the field. As this first half closes out, the score is Denison 2, Capital 2. We'll be back with our halftime comments and thoughts. You're listening to the Denison Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here. You're listening to the Denison Sports Network, bringing you the broadcast of the Denison Big Red and the Capital Crusaders men's soccer matchup. The score is tied at halftime, 2-2, as we get ready to start off the second half. Looking forward to an exciting finish of this game. Very high-scoring physical affair so far. Should be good.
One thing the Big Red need to keep at is their aggressive style of offensive play. Need to keep creating chances and keep putting the ball in the box, hoping that they can get that goal that'll take the lead, and then they can hold that lead with the strong defense that they showed in the latter half of the first.
Poured it out, plays Quinn Miller. Quinn Miller's ball falls astray, but he does well to try to win it back. Good job of tracking back there by the forward, Quinn Miller. Both teams looking to get some foothold here early parts of the second half. After coming off of an aggressive start, Capital took an early lead, only to be equalized by a Quinn Miller goal. And they could jump back immediately after Denison's first goal. Capital scores their second goal in very quick succession. And then the free kick by Mark Waterman, of course, equalized the game up, and now we're at 2-2.
And it seems that the Crusaders have stepped into the second half without missing a beat, playing long balls over the top and trying to open up space and create chances for themselves.
Ryan Fine putting some pressure on. Deep in Crusader territory. Quinn Miller now looking to cross the ball in. Get any sort of space. Ball goes out for a big red throw. Charlie Allen here with the throw-in. Left foot across low to the feet of Blake Miller. Tries a back heel flick. Wins the ball back. Left footed shot. Always going wide in the end. Ball was just too far out in front of his body to get his left foot wrapped around that one. Be a goal kick here for the Crusaders.
A new approach taken on these last few balls played into the middle. Last one of the first half and the first one of the second half. Playing low balls, trying to get something on the feet of the forwards of the Big Red. The high balls weren't working for them in the first half with those tall Crusader defenders.
Quinn plays his brother and Blake down on the deep right side. Ball being flicked around, eventually cleared. Well done to come off his line was the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber. Weisgarber had an up and down first half, giving up those 2 goals. But has made some spectacular saves so far in this game.
Both teams have really had a different game here than they've had all season. The Crusaders have played some close matches, but the defenders really haven't had too much of a test, or at least haven't shown it since they've not given up too many goals as well as the Big Red defense. But in this game, both teams are tested on both ends of the field.
Of course, the Big Red, including this game, have in total scored 23 goals and have given up, including this game, 6 goals. So that Big Red offense, very, very, very strong.
A very good ratio. So a very aggressive Big Red offense and defense. A very forward style of play. Very fast style of play.
Good foot skills there by the Crusader attack. Ball stolen away by John Krentz. Cleared up the field all the way back to the Crusader goalkeeper. A very, very slow start to the second half. Both teams trying to establish the tone, set the pace of this game to close it out. It's a deep ball in there. Left foot across to the top of the box is eventually cleared off the line.
A good job settling it there.
Casarona plays in.
So the Big Red could play a ball up into the center.
Casarona plays in Charlie Allen. He finds Waterman. Waterman's right foot across. Cleared off. As Allen tries to win the ball back in the Crusader box. Ball deflects off him for a Crusader goal kick.
Tough play for Allen there, trying to settle it so he could keep the play going. But it ends up in a goal kick for the Crusaders.
Goal kick booted up the field by the goalkeeper, Weisgarber. Good hustle there. And number 8, Tim McCarthy, who's of course the brother of Big Red assistant coach Steve McCarthy. Steve McCarthy played at Capital along with his brother Tim. Free kick here for the Crusaders.
The physical play we saw in the first half shown here early in the second half by the Big Red defense, as the Crusaders are awarded with a free kick.
Taken here by R.G. Flory. Looks to whip in with his left foot. Ball's played in. Cleared off line by number 22, Evan Porter. Out for a Crusader throw.
A low curving line drive. Not able to create any chances for the Crusaders on the free kick.
This fixture last year was another close matchup with the Big Red winning defeating Capital 3-2 in a double overtime thriller. The Big Red hold a 28-6-3 advantage in the all-time series with the Crusaders. They're looking to keep that winning percentage up with the win tonight. Hopefully in a better fashion than it was last year. However, both teams are evenly matched, as we can tell by the score. Evan Porter now driving it forward to Waterman. Plays an Allen on the right side.
A good pass play there to get the ball into the middle, but a nice defensive play by the Crusaders to stop the offensive rush.
Turnover there by Allen for a Capital throw-in.
The Big Red offense continue to put pressure on this Crusader defense with their speed and their short 1-2 passes.
Waterman trying the quick pass there, but it is deflected away. Only to the feet of Evan Porter. Ball now being headed back and forth in the box. Falls to the feet of Casarona. Settles it onto his right foot. Shot is deflected. Deflected out to number 3, Corey Ricketts. His left-footed ball plays Casarona in at the edge of the box. Casarona puts in a left-foot ball just over the goal and out for a goal kick. Good little play there by Casarona.
Another good offensive rush there by the Denison offense, keeping the ball on the offensive third of the field. Good effort trying to put it back towards the middle, but just a little bit too much on it.
Ball goes out for a Crusader throw. The Big Red ladies field hockey team was in action today with a 4-0 victory. Good little win for the field hockey team. Hope to get a winning streak going. Ball being bounced around in the box. Cleared out by Charlie Allen. Plays it forward. As Quinn Miller races on. The ball is headed back to the goalkeeper, Weisgarber. And settled down.
Smart play there by the defense to settle the ball and regroup the offense, regroup the defense, and space out a little bit. Try and develop some chances here as they try and take the lead early in the second half.
Good interception there by Porter on the long ball. Plays it forward for Quinn Miller, who flicks it on and is taken away by this Crusader defense. Will Krentz using that big body to shield the ball and win it away from the Crusader attack. Casarona now looking to play in Ricketts. His ball is intercepted and won back by the Crusader defense. Ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Weisgarber, who boots it forward once again, something he is getting accustomed to in this game.
The goalie Weisgarber with a big foot has the ability to put it very far down the field and create chances for the offense over the defense's head. Seems to be one of the things that this Crusader team uses the most to create their chances, to create their goal-scoring opportunities.
Krentz Twins putting up a tough battle with the goal scorer, number 15, Nick Ely, who, like we said, had both goals so far in this game. They have settled him down ever since he scored that second goal early on in the first half. Have not heard much of him yet. Since then, he will be looking for his hat trick in this game, as Matt Wagner boots the ball down the field.
The defense has done a good job of running with Ely, keeping him in check. Since he scored that second goal, not giving him any more chances.
Ball's given away. It's stolen by Casarona. Settles the ball down. Plays it to Waterman. Waterman plays it forward to Quinn Miller. Quinn Miller plays it back to John Krentz. Drives up the field. Good spell of possession here for the Big Red. Looking to get anything going. John Krentz plays it into Casarona. Ball's on the ground. Casarona's trying to win it. Left-footed shot. Deflected out wide. and saved by the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber.
Very physical play there, right at the top of the 18, but no call by the referee.
Good no call at the team's play as the ball goes out for a Big Red throw. Lots of yellow cards so far in this game. 1 for the Big Red and 3 for the Capital Crusaders. It shows the physicality of this game so far. Look for that to continue as Mark Waterman drives up the left side. Waterman had a fantastic goal to equalize the 2-2, the right-footed free kick. Ball to Ryan Fine. Ryan Fine shot, wide right.
Good effort from just outside the 18. The Big Red offense has not been as aggressive in the opening minutes of the second half as they were towards the end of the first half, but still creating some chances here and there, trying to get that leading goal.
Ball booted upfield once again. Played straight up in the air. Still waiting for the ball to come down. It eventually falls down to the feet of a Crusader attacker, but is cleared off the line by Corey Ricketts. Hits off of the referee to the feet of Bob Casarona. Casarona plays the ball across to Ryan Fine. Finds ball. Look for the feet of Quinn Miller. Falls all the way back to the goalkeeper.
A good look up the middle of the field, but nobody there to receive a hard pass. But a very good effort, nonetheless.
Weisgarber puts the ball down on his feet, and eventually boots it upfield. Flicked on. The feet of Will Krentz are right there to clear the ball out for a Crusader throw. Tim McCarthy here, taking the throw in. Ball is punched out by Matt Wagner on the long throw in. That was flicked onto his goal. The shot by number 7, Hunter Booth, was always way wide right.
Smart play by the goalkeeper there to punch it out. Try and get it out of the box and keep the ball moving up the field the other way on a counterattack. Didn't work too well, but a ball put out of play. Got a goal kick out of it and possession.
Wagner boots the ball. He's played back to him by Will Krentz up the field. Quinn Miller fighting for it in the air. Ball back and forth right here. Casarona now settles it down to Waterman. Waterman plays it forward to Charlie Allen. Allen's chest down to Quinn Miller. Miller looking to control it. Ball is taken away from him by Austin Dent. Dent plays the ball up the field. Physical play there by Evan Porter. It ends in a Capital free kick.
I think it's safe to say that the ball has been in the air for about the same amount of time that the ball has been on the ground tonight in this game. Lots of headers, lots of play back and forth from the head and the foot in the air, lots of long balls over the top.
Of course, that is how Capital scored their first 2 goals. As a bicycle kick is tried there, it is blocked off by one of the Krentz twins. I believe that is John Krentz. That was 16, John Krentz with the block there for a Capital throw, or corner, excuse me. High ball is played into the edge of the box. Number 7 headed it. That was Hunter Booth there with the header. To the grateful hands of Matt Wagner with the easy save. Dangerous opportunity there for the Capital Crusaders.
An unsuccessful first corner kick for them today.
Ball settled down to the feet of Waterman, who plays Charlie Allen in, who's caught offside. 15 minutes gone. A little more than 15 minutes gone in this game. is still tied at 2. You're listening to the Denison Sports Network. I'm Duncan Moran, joined by Evan Flax, bringing you this broadcast on a beautiful night here in Granville, Ohio, on the beautiful campus of Denison University. Looking forward to a great finish of this game. Charlie Allen's ball is taken away. It's a long shot to the grateful hands of Matt Wagner as that ball was dipping and swerving all over the place. Does well to keep his body behind it.
Good effort from far out by the Crusaders there, trying to get something going, as they haven't had much in this second half besides that corner kick, at least in the past 10 minutes or so.
Hunter Booth driving up the field now, looking for Nick Ely, the goal scorers. Will Krentz as well. Cleared out, shot high and wide from Tim McCarthy there for another Big Red goal kick.
Another long try by the Crusaders. Not even close.
Denison is out shooting this team 12-9. And they both have 2 goals, however, that's what really matters. Mike Bunderun looking to make his second appearance on the game. Coming back on the field for the Big Red. The next stop and play. There's a throw in here for the Big Red. The substitution. Bunderun coming on the field.
Checking in number 17.
It's for number 9, Blake Miller. Blake Miller is a vital part of this Big Red team, coming off a season-ending injury last season. It's great to have him back this year. He has 1 goal and no assists so far in the season. He's looking to get that total up.
Checking in for Capital, number 13, Zach Inman.
Number 13, Zach Inman, making his way onto the field for the Crusaders. Taking off number 12, Bobby Atkin.
The Big Red and the Crusaders both bringing in a sub, trying to get some fresh legs out there on the field, try and create some chances. Definitely a slower pace of play here in the second half. Not as many opportunities, not as aggressive a play, not as long of balls played over the top.
Yeah, no real opportunities so far for either team, just some long shots. As the substitution, Bunderun coming on the field, his shot wide to the right. Great opportunity. A great run there for Bunderun is the real first opportunity of the second half.
Great effort there by the Big Red offense, trying to put something in the goal, trying to create some sort of chance. Nice ball played through, but just could not be finished.
As nights end, it is very cool here in Granville. The heat not a factor so far like it was in the early stages of the season. Still very physical nonetheless. As Bobcats are on a little too aggressive there. And foul. Free kick here for the Crusaders. Taken by number 5, Austin Dent. Play another long ball in to the box. Trying to get anything on it in front of net. Stuff into the game plan. Coach Alan Yost has told these Capital Crusade players. Corey Ricketts has headed away. Cleared out on the break now for the Big Red as Quinn Miller has the ball. Miller plays a deep ball just over the head of Bunderun. Will Krentz now. Play Waterman in to the left side, back to Krentz. Krentz controls it, left-footed low cross. Cleared off the line. Good spell of play there by the Big Red. Right now as Capital breaks forward. Plays up to Nick Ely. Charlie Allen does well to track back and steal that one back.
Capital just seems to be getting the breaks on these last few plays. Just stepping the right way into the ball, making the right defensive plays, keeping possession.
Great tackle there by Will Krentz to prevent anything from really happening there on that attack. Senior Krentz twins, very, very experienced back there. Keep cool heads in tough situations, really know what they're doing. It's great to have them anchoring this back line.
They seem to be leaders on this team, communicating with the rest of the team all the way up and down the field, keeping this game moving, keep the aggressive style of play and the fast-paced play flowing.
Looks to be a little injury here. Someone got a knock. Looks to be holding his left side of his rib cage. We hope that he is okay. Not sure who that is quite yet.
The ball was kicked out of bounds purposely to let the player stand up and get off the field, and so that the referee could attend to the injured player crouched down on the field. Most likely see the Denison thrower give the ball back to the Crusaders.
That was number 16, Chris Mirsalime, there, who picked up a knock as the Big Red went a throw on an errant kick. We do hope that Chris is okay. Didn't look to be a major injury. We should see him back in this game soon.
He was able to walk off the field under his own power, so he should be okay.
John Krentz clears the ball out to Ryan Fine, to Bunderode, to Porter, back to Krentz. Possession deep in their own territory here.
Big Red have a man waiting on the sidelines to enter the game, trying to get some new, fresh legs in there.
It's number 7, Jamie Wagner, the senior, making his way back on the field.
He entered late in the first half and created some chances early into his time on the field. Hopefully he can do the same here in the second half. Try and give the Big Red some chances and try and get that third goal.
Jamie Wagner, the senior, of course, put an influx of offensive energy here as the freshman Quinn Miller makes his way off the field. Wagner has that big left foot. Look for him to take a lot of shots and be very aggressive. As his volley played across, cleared off the line. For a Big Red throw. Wagner wins the throw-in. Back to Corey Ricketts, whose deep ball is played in. We'll look for Charlie Allen. He's trying to draw a foul there. The ref does not see it the same way, though. And the ball goes to the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber.
No surprise here, Weisgarber puts the ball down, looking to kick it off the ground as he's done all game with his long boots that he's had all the way up the field.
He does kick it off the ground often because he is a goalkeeper. Goalkeepers do like to kick it long and far off the field.
I was referring to kicking it off the ground as opposed to punting it.
Ball's been playing around. The outside the foot shot is deflected by Ryan Fine. It stops at the feet of Matt Wagner, who gratefully picks it up. The shot was number 4, Mario Suarez. Still not a quality opportunity yet in this first half, as Matt Wagner punts the ball as opposed to kicking it off the ground. Thank you for that. Did a little description, Evan.
Every goalie is different. Every goalie has their way. Some more passing here for the Big Red, trying to open up some space and create some chances. Get some balls into the middle of the box and hopefully put some on net.
20 minutes left here In this game, the score is still tied at 2. Two goals by Nick Ely for the Crusaders, and a goal by Quinn Miller, and a right-footed golazo by Mark Waterman. Tied the game up at 2. Very, very slow pace here in the second half. Both teams no real opportunities yet.
Almost a completely different game in this second half. Just two completely different looking teams. Not as many long balls from the Crusaders, and just a slowed down pace of play by the Big Red.
Bunder's ball looking for Wagner. It's stolen away. The Crusaders now go on a break. Break with Tim McCarthy now. Ball falls to the feet of Luke Bobst. Controlled well by the Crusaders now. It's number 10, Jacob Pulliam. Good little spell of possession here by the Crusaders. Looking to get something going offensively. The ball played in the box. Cleared off the line by number 12, Ryan Fine. But the attacker was offside.
Good job by the defender to step up there. Attack the ball. Regain possession for the Big Red.
Number 9, Blake Miller, looking to make his way back on the field here for the Big Red. Evan, what are your thoughts on how this game's gone so far in the second half?
Well, the second half is just completely slowed down. Just two completely different teams. No real chances for any team, except for a few here and there. Not aggressive, not quick. But we'll see how it ends up. Hopefully the pace of play quickens up, at least for the Big Red. Seems to be their style of play that works best.
Luke Bob's caught offside there. Jake Marsh looking to make his way out back on the field, as well as Blake Miller. And number 18, Zach Matheny, looking to come on here for the Capital Crusaders. Jamie Wagner settles the ball down. Kicked back up by Mike Bunderund, gives it away. Little shoulder there by Will Krentz. Draws the foul for the Crusaders. Taking a free kick here.
A little bit too physical there by the Denison defenders. And the referee awards the Crusaders with a free kick. No surprise here, Weisgarber taking the kick.
Boot the ball deep in Big Red territory, as they have gone all game. Unfortunately, the ball way wide. And now for a goal kick as the subs make their way on the field. Mike Bunderund making his way off the field, as well as number 12, Charlie Allen and Ryan Fine coming off the field, as well as Nick Ely, the goal scorer for Capital.
Now with the Big Red, number 9, Blake Miller, and number 2, Jake Marsh. And in for Capital, number 18, Zach Matheny.
Very aggressive header there by John Krentz. Unfortunately falls to the feet of Capital as they break forward. Hunter Booth now plays it outside to Tim McCarthy. McCarthy's touch just a little too long. Bobcats right on does what to steal. Great touch there by Blake Miller, who plies Jamie Wagner out on the left side. As both teams flood into the box, the low ball's played in. Falls to the feet of a Capital Crusader defender, who clears it off easily. Will Krentz does well to win the ball back. Falls to the feet of Jamie Wagner, who wins the ball back yet again. Jamie's low ball in. headed to the side netting, but the goalkeeper, Weisgarber, couldn't be too careful and deflected it out for a nice save there.
Good effort with the left foot there. Draws a corner for the Big Red. And they've been putting in good balls into the center all day on their corner kicks. Maybe this is the chance that they can take advantage of and put in.
Waterman's ball in deep. Head of Bob Casarona. The shot by John Krentz. Deflected wide for yet another Big Red corner. Another great opportunity there. A quick turnaround shot.
Again, the Big Red, another chance on a corner kick. See if they can finally get that third goal here late in the second half.
Wagner's corner kick, that left foot of his. John Krentz's header didn't get enough on it. Not what he wanted there.
Good effort. Just skinned the top of his head. Couldn't get a full head on it. Couldn't put it in. But a great ball played in from the corner.
Capital number 16, Chris Marcelini.
Ball up in the air. As both teams go up and struggle to find it and keep it on the floor here. Dangerous kick there by number 10, Jacob Pulliam, as he almost cleated the face of Mike Blunderun.
One thing that hasn't changed between the first and the second half are those headers back and forth. That type of play seems to have been happening all game, whether on purpose or not. No team seems to be able to settle the ball when it gets up in the air too easily.
Wagner there gets a little push on his back, and his errant kick goes out for a Crusader throw. "12 minutes left to play as both teams look to get the game-winning goal in here, as Matt Wagner comes off his line to clear it out for a Crusader throw.
Great play by the goalie there to step up and really be aggressive and knock that ball away before the forward could get to it and get a foot on it to play it past him.
Crusader shot deflected there by Jake Marsh, as Matt Wagner does well to come off his line. There's a little extracurricular activity going on there between the goalkeeper and the forward. Wagner booted the ball field to the feet of a Crusader defender, now being controlled by Capital. Ball goes back to the feet of Matt Wagner, who slips on the kick, but still gets a decent enough field.
It's not the first time tonight that we've seen somebody kick it from deep and slip. Happened a few minutes ago down on this end to one of the other players for Capital.
There was yet another slip. As night settles in on these cooler games, the field starts to get more slick. As dew sets in, and players tend to slip and fall a little more than they would normally if it were dry.
Field conditions might be having an effect on this styles of play that both teams are playing, along with the change in temperature as it dropped pretty substantially after the sun went down at the beginning of the game.
Good play there by Will Krentz to find Jamie Wagner for a 1-2. However, his entrance pass to Casarona got deflected out for a Big Red throw. Corey Ricketts here taking the throw in. Look for Wagner on the left side. Goes out for yet another Big Red throw. 10 minutes left to play here. The score is still tied at 2. You're listening to the Denison Sports Network. I'm Duncan Moran, joined by Evan Flax. Looking for an exciting conclusion to this one.
Nice touch on the side for Denison, trying to get something going here. trying to speed up their play a little bit, and they're awarded another corner. Maybe this one will be the opportunity that they will capitalize on.
Number 20, Quinn Miller, making his way back on the field for the Big Red, as well as number 15, Nick Ely. He's making his way on there for Tim McCarthy. And for the Big Red, Mike Bunderun will be headed back to the bench. Jamie Wagner setting up over this corner here. Left-footed ball played in. Once again, looking for the head of 16, John Krentz. Unfortunately out for looks to be a Capital throw-in. A little confusion there.
Wagner seems to just be putting a little bit too much on his corners from that side.
As the ball hit Evan Porter's arm there. Called for a handball. A free kick for the Crusaders, which is taken quickly. Going to push up the field. Both teams would like to get a W in this one. Keep that unbeaten record. However, a tie might be in the future here, as both teams seem to be playing even in the second half. Ricketts now up the left side. Finds Waterman. Waterman's little through ball got deflected. There's not enough pace on that one.
One thing physically, there seems to be a little bit more walking pace around the middle of the field. Not as much aggressiveness towards the ball. Trying to make things happen. Seems to be that a lot of guys are waiting for things to happen. Hopefully the Big Red will change that and get this goal.
If this game stays at 2-2 at the end of regular time, this will go into an overtime period. 2 10-minute periods, and it will be under the golden goal rule, which means the first goal wins in overtime. Let's see if we can get someone, either team can get a game-winning goal here in the closing moments of this game.
Some physical play there, just above the 18 on an offensive chance for the Big Red. No foul called. Some chirping from both sides, but nothing called, and nothing called on the other end there, as one of the Crusaders is limping back on defense.
Jamie Wagner now on the right side as Jake Marsh drives up this field. Looking to play that ball in with his right foot. Fancy footwork there. This cross is deflected out for a corner kick. Yet another corner kick here.
Hopefully Wagner can take a little bit off of his corner here.
Clock stops here for some mysterious reason. Don't know what is going on right now, to be honest. There's the side judge and the head referee talking to each other. Looks like number 13, Zach Inman, is hurt here for the Crusaders, as Bobby Atkin makes his way back on the field for the injured player. Didn't see what really happened to him there, but play begins again. Wagner's corner. The header by John Krentz just wide of the left post.
Much better distance on that one from Wagner. Just cannot seem to finish those corner kicks. A great effort, but nothing comes out of it. And the score remains 2-2 with 6:10 left in the second half.
Number 8, Tim McCarthy, makes his way on the field for number 18, Zach Matheny. Maybe some fresh legs here with 6 minutes left. Get anything going for the Crusaders.
A little bit of a push there from one of the Crusaders, but nothing called.
Another push again, another no call as Waterman plays Casarona. Back to Waterman. Good way to track back there by Tim McCarthy. As Porter wins a header back to Will Krentz. Big Red looking to throw everyone forward and maybe get one last opportunity before this game, this regular time ends.
They need to speed their play up a little bit if they want to create a chance. Use that speed that they have over the Crusader defense.
Speaking of speed, Jake Marsh's speed just won the Big Red free kick here deep in Crusader territory. Good work there. You can see how fast Jake Marsh is and how dangerous he is up that right side.
Maybe a ball played into the center here can be punched in for that third goal here for the Big Red.
Number 32, Luke Bobst.
A little under 5 minutes left here in the second half.
32, Luke Bobst, awaiting eagerly to make his way back on the field. Wagner's here standing over this free kick. Wagner's left-footed ball pretty low. Ball deflected just outside of the post. Out for a corner kick for the Big Red.
And the Big Red with another corner kick. See if this could be that opportunity that they could finally put into the net.
Waterman here taking this corner kick. Waterman, the goal and assist so far this game. His low cross deflected right back to him. Ball played to the back post. The head of...
A great job by the Crusader goalie to just get a finger on it and tip it just above the net. A great effort by the Big Red offense to try and put that second cross in.
Waterman's ball in across. Both heads missed it. Jamie Wagner's right-footed cross. Played in front. The shot by Porter deflected. Great save there by the goalkeeper, Weisgarber. Another fantastic opportunity there for the Big Red. Evan Porter in great position. Just could not punch it into the back of the neck. Great save there by Weisgarber.
Very good aggressive chance by the Big Red. That was the style of play they showed in the first half. Aggressive, fast, hard, low balls into the center, trying to create those hard chances at the goalie. A very, very nice save there to really save the game for the Crusaders here late in the second half.
3 minutes left here as Jamie Wagner stands over yet another free kick for the Big Red. He'll drive another one in with that left foot of his. A lot of dangerous opportunities from free kicks. Let's see what they can do here. Low ball. Clear it off the line. Clear it out to Corey Ricketts. His entrance ball didn't make it past the first defender there. Ricketts plays the ball back to Wagner. Matt Wagner, the goalkeeper, not to be confused with Jamie Wagner, the forward. Porter plays a long ball looking for Jake Marsh deep on that right side. Jake Marsh using his speed, settles the ball down and fighting for it. Out for a Big Red throw, deep in enemy territory here.
Jake Marsh really using that speed to force possession, to force a throw-in for the Big Red.
Throw-in goes to Quinn Miller. Deflects out off of Quinn Miller for a goal kick. Unfortunate there for the Big Red. Number 32, Luke Bobst, making his way in for the field for the Crusaders, taking out number 10, Jacob Pulliam.
Coming into the game, Bobst was the goal leader for the Crusaders with 2 in the first 5 games. Right now, he's sitting behind Nick Ely, who scored 2 today and drawing his total up to 3.
Good interception there by Casarona, looking for the feet of Quinn Miller. Unfortunately cleared out for a Capital throw-in. Approaching 1 minute left in this game. Both teams are looking for anything to keep out of an overtime period. Looking to get a last-second goal for a game winner. Capital driving forward now. Ricketts does well to shield the ball. Play it upfield to Bob Casarona. Casarona clears it out of bounds. Capital takes the throw in quickly. 40 seconds left here. Will Krentz boots the ball upfield. Quinn Miller settles it down, only to the feet of a Capital defender. Miller tracking back. Ball is played forward. Unfortunately, no one is there. 15 seconds left. Ball played forward. Cleared off the line by John Krentz. 10 seconds left.
8.
Looking to get anything. Waterman boots it forward, but it looks like we are heading to overtime here in Granville. The score is still tied at 2.
1.
You're listening to the Denison Sports Network. We will be right back with the beginning of an overtime period. Remember that overtime consists of 2 10-minute periods under the golden goal rule, which means first team to score wins, and that's it. We'll be right back with overtime here from Granville. You're listening to the Denison Sports Network. Like I said, it would be a very short break as we are back for the kickoff of the first overtime period. The score once again is 2-2. As overtime starts off between this matchup of the Denison Big Red and the Capital Crusaders. The Capital's goals were scored by Nick Ely, who had increased his total to 3 on the year. Meanwhile, the Big Red goals have been scored by number 6, Mark Waterman, and number 20, Quinn Miller. Both fantastic goals, but Mark Waterman's free kick goal was his 3rd free kick goal in 2 games. Very impressive stat to have, as he is a very talented player. We're looking forward to an interesting overtime period here in Granville. Deep ball played into Ely.
Already the 3rd deep ball played in by the Crusaders, trying to get something over the defense for their defenders. Seems to be the only way that their forwards can beat the speed of the Denison defenders.
Number 8, Tim McCarthy there with a quick shot, saved by Matt Wagner. It was really quite an easy save for Matt Wagner. Crusaders now steal the ball back for possession. Looking to score a quick goal here and not get Denison any time on the ball for them to settle in this overtime period. Ball played in Blake Miller. Tries a chip. But unfortunately for Blake, the ball is always rising over the goal. As the goalkeeper, Bob Weisgarber, came out very well to defend that one.
It was a tough shot for the Denison forward, as he had to try and play it over the goalie's head.
Weisgarber boots the ball up the field. Goes out for a Crusader throw. We do hope you are enjoying our new HD stream this year. It is new, as we got new equipment. However, if you're having any problems at all, you can feel free to switch to our standard stream, because the HD stream takes a very fast internet connection to work, which we don't have here at the campus of Denison. But we hope you do back down at home. The free kick played up the field. Falls to the feet of the Crusaders, who yet again go on another break. Great defense there by John Krentz, the goal scorer.
Seems that the majority of the Denison players are on the defensive third of the field right now. Just doesn't even look like they're trying to create any chances. Playing a slow pace and just kind of sitting back on their heels, trying to just defend the Crusaders' offensive line.
Once again, the ball is cleared off into the sky. Comes down for Quinn Miller. Trying to play in Jamie Wagner on the left side, or right side, excuse me. Falls back to the Crusaders in front of the Big Red goal. Both teams here just trying to get settled into this overtime period. No sense of urgency, really. Yet again, like the second half, has been a very slow pace compared to the high-paced first half, when 4 goals were scored. Charlie Allen now tries to play a deep ball in. Just got away from him, falls to the feet of the goalkeeper, Weisgarber.
Put a little bit too much on that one. Didn't really give Didn't really give the Big Red a chance there to put anything near the goal. Good step there by the defender to keep possession.
Jamie Wagner now up the right side. Plays the ball across for Charlie Allen. Allen does well to keep it in bounds. Allen's right foot across the head of Blake Miller. Right to the hands of the goalkeeper, Weisgarber. A great play there by the Big Red.
Finally, some offensive life for the Big Red. Charlie Allen with a great ball into the center. Great header, just right to the hands of the goalie.
Great play there by the seniors. Allen, Wagner, and Miller, as the long throw falls to the feet of Will Krentz, who pushes forward.
In this golden goal overtime, that would have ended it had it gone in.
Ball played to the goalkeeper, Weisgarber now, as Ryan Fine making his way onto the field soon, as soon as the next stoppage in play. Still some physical play, and some pushing and shoving going on by both teams. 5 minutes remaining here in this first overtime period. The score is still tied at 2. Both teams look pretty tired out there right now, in my opinion. No real...
A lot of slow movement, a lot of walking, going around in the middle of the field. Except from the Denison defenders, who seem to have no trouble keeping up with these Crusader forwards.
There's number 12, Bobby Atkin, with the offside called against him. Deep ball played in as Quinn Miller. It's a little too physical there. And the Crusaders win a free kick on the Quinn Miller foul. Crusader coach Alan Yost urging his team on, giving them some last-minute instruction here in the overtime period.
Wagner with a quick turn there. Not enough touch to it. And a ball played out for a Crusader throw-in.
As Big Red here go on a break with Blake Miller. Plays it outside to Wagner. As both teams sprint up the field. Back to Blake Miller. Great defense there by Crusaders to win it back. Blake Miller does the same thing.
Good tackle there to regain possession on in the offensive zone.
Jamie Wagner controlling it now. Drives into the middle of the field. Finds the feet of Evan Porter. Plays outside to Corey Ricketts. Ricketts plays a deep ball in to Blake Miller. Blake Miller with a flick. Just not enough on it. Right to the hands of the goalkeeper, Weisgarber. Another great spell of possession there for the Big Red. Seem to be knocking at the door with 2 great opportunities here in this first overtime period.
The Big Red showing a little bit more sign of life in the past few minutes. Seem to be moving a little bit faster, winning a few more balls, beating the Crusaders to a few more balls, and creating a couple more chances on the offensive end.
Luke Bops and Nick Ely trying to have a combination play there for a shot, but defended well by John Krentz.
Still some good movement by the Crusaders, but even better defending by the Big Red, giving the Crusaders no shot.
Great flick by Quinn Miller there to find the feet of Charlie Allen. As Waterman plays Allen in on this left side. Great defense there.
A nice sliding tackle by the Crusader defender. Knocks it out of bounds and leaves the Big Red with a throw-in.
Ryan Fine comes in for number 3, Corey Ricketts. Some fresh legs here with a minute and a half left. His throw-in falls to Quinn Miller. Miller does well to control it. Plays fine on the outside. Ball in just a little over the head of Blake Miller there. It's cleared out. With a minute left here in the first overtime period. Score still tied at 2.
Finest had some very good touches today, some very good balls into the box all day today. He's a good person to have on the field in the last minute of play here in the first overtime. Hoping that some fresh legs like him can create some good chances here.
Blake Miller's flick in for the goal! The game-winning goal. Blake Miller, the senior, on the ball from Jamie Wagner against the run of play. A great goal for the game winner. Blake Miller with the game-winning goal here for the Big Red.
And the Big Red are now dogpiling on the other side of the field. An amazing goal to cap off a great game as the Big Red remain unbeaten and move to 6-0-1, continuing their great start.
Very, very great play there by the senior Blake Miller. The combination with Jamie Wagner. Wagner did well to play that ball in. A great diving header, flicking into the top corner. A great goal there for the Big Red to keep their unbeaten season alive. Oof, still in shock of that one, huh?
It was an amazing goal. Unreal. Great ball played over the top, a great header. Perfect combination, couldn't have been any better. Great way to finish it.
We'll be right back with some post-game news, updates, stats, scores, all that. You're listening to the Denison Sports Network.